axis at point 4. Now moving on to question number 2 part I. Initial position 0 and minus 6, final position 8 and 6. So gradient is rise divided by run. So 6 minus bracket start minus 6. This is final position y axis and this is initial position on y axis minus 6. So 6 minus bracket start minus 6 divided by final position on x axis, that is 8, and initial position on x axis, that is 0. So that makes 6 plus 6 divided by 8 is 1.5. So gradient is 1.5. This line intercepts y axis at minus 6. So y intercept c is minus 6. This is y axis. So it intercepts at minus 6. And the slope of the line is upward. So gradient is positive. Question number 2J, initial position 0 and 4, final position 8 and 0. So rise divided by run. So 0 minus 4 y axis, 8 minus 0 x axis. So minus 4 divided by 8 is minus 0.5. So this line is moving downward. So gradient is negative, and this line intercepts at 4. So y intercept c is 4. Now moving to question number 3. Now x minus 5 and y 3, initial position, and its final position minus 4 and 2. So this line is moving downward. So its slope is, or the gradient is 2 minus 3 divided by minus 4 minus 5. That is minus 1 divided by 1. So minus 1. Its slope is minus 1. Then second line, its initial point, line number 2, minus 1 and 1. And its final point is minus 1 and 1. So line number 2, gradient 1 minus 1 is 0. So we have a straight line, it will no slope, no gradient. Now moving to line number 3, initial position 2.5 and initial position is minus 1 and 1, and final position is 2.5 and 0.5. Now 2.5 minus 1 divided by 0.5 minus 1. So 2.5 minus 1 is 1.5 divided by 0.5 plus 1. So that makes 1.5. So its gradient is 1.5 and it's moving upward. So slope is positive. Now line number 4, gradient. So initial position 0.5 and 2.5, and final position 2.5 and minus 2.5. So y axis we will be calculating minus 2.5 minus 2.5. This minus 2.5 minus 2.5 is minus 5. Minus 5 divided by 2.5 minus 0.05. 2.5 minus 0.5 is 2. So minus 5 divided by 2 is minus 2.5. So this slope is negative, moving downward. Then line number 5, initial position 2.5 and minus 2.5, final position 2.5 and 4. So we'll be subtracting 4 minus 2.5 divided by 2.5 minus 2.5. 2.5 minus 2.5 is 0. So this is undefined. So line number 1, negative slope. Line number 2, no slope. Line number 3, positive slope. Line number 4, negative slope. And line number 5, this are not defined. Okay, with this we come to the exercise 1A. Thank you very much. Take care. Allah Hafiz.